immediately. I'm Drago. Welcome to Crucified. Satanic Secrets Revealed. I'm Drago. I'm going to enlighten you. Are you living paycheck to paycheck, miserable in emotional turmoil? Or are you doing even worse? Are you in the middle of the spectrum? Most people cannot live good lives, even with great prosperity, because they do not understand how this world really works. This world has rules, laws. There are more laws than rules because breaking them is not a good idea. If you follow these laws, your life will be better. The mind control employed on the masses is to ensure that they break these laws. By breaking these laws, they open themselves up to attack. It's easier to control the masses when they're weak, miserable, and pitiable. Unsatisfied people are not centered people. They're weak, they're wanting, they're sheep. Let us look in the great book. Relax always, but never relax. The illusion that worrying about anything is useful is exactly that. It is a dangerous illusion. Not only does it waste your time, but it creates into reality exactly what you don't want. It discombobulates your psychology, throws you off center, and can eventually make you sick. You should always relax. Any problem, anything that you are dealing with, you must relax.
It's 1 o'clock.
If you've ever trained in any combative arts, boxing, or other martial arts, you inevitably realize that relaxation within the ring is exactly how you succeed in a fight. Those who tense up lose their ability to react, to respond effectively. Relaxation is paramount. However, you should never become comfortable in life. Comfort is death. Always relax and handle your problems. But once you start to achieve success, don't relax. Relax in how you handle your problems. Relax in how you achieve success. But never let up. Never feel like you are okay. Once you feel like you have done enough work and you can relax, the supernatural thing to do is to work harder. That is the secret to success and to power. Once you get there, work more. Increase your workload. This is the satanic way. This is how you gain unnatural success. This is what protects you in this world, because inevitably, you can never relax. Because there are wolves everywhere watching you. And that is the way this world works. To think that you are okay is a ridiculous notion. The minute you become truly okay, you enrage others around you. Do not for 1 second forget this or think that you are the exception. You are not. People are blinded by seeing other people's good moments in life when they are winning. They see that and think, well, that person's doing well. You do not see how that person suffers or how that person will suffer later. The ebbs and flows of this reality, this satanic world, you must understand. You cannot be normal or natural. You must always be relaxed and confident, but you must never relax. Ever. This sounds simple, but it is not easy. The human tendency is to do only what a human needs. Once you reach your goals, once you reach the pinnacle of your so-called success, you will inevitably feel like slowing down and relaxing to enjoy your newfound status. Immediately, you will start to sink, although you will not realize it. The supernatural thing to do is to push harder. Be relaxed while doing it, but understand you are a great being of power and dark knowledge. You want the edge, you want longevity, you want to succeed, you want to not be vulnerable. Never stop. Do more. Simple, yet not easy. I cannot stress this enough. Do not fuck around. To be demonic is to be ridiculous. To be ridiculous is to be extremely effective over a long period of time. You must understand that simple is not easy. Power is simple, yet not easy. Too much complexity breeds weakness and confusion. I am not here to confuse you. I am here to infuse you with power. With power. With power. Next law. Strangle God and burn him to ashes. As long as you worship God, you are damned. As long as you externalize your power, you are damned. You open yourself up to so many emotional, energetic, and psychological attacks when you are a worshiper of God. You have damned yourself. You have damned yourself to limit, hopelessness, desperation, and scarcity. In one way or the other, you shall always be lacking. God is external, even though he doesn't even exist for you. His existence is of no consequence because it is not for you. Many have believed in God, and many have died by that belief and served miserably their insignificant, wretched existence has been meaningless and without happiness. When you learn the true morality of selfishness, of one's own godhood, you will work feverishly in the night to become better. And you shall take responsibility and ownership for your life. When you do these things, you reach a level that most men will never even comprehend. I am not here to confuse you. Power is not complex. It is simple, yet not easy. Strangle God and burn the body to ashes. Internalize your power. Become the God you always have been. Determine your own future. Control your own mind. Decide your own destiny. And do not expect it to be easy. Those who conquer through turmoil, those who go through roads less traveled, are those who cultivate true power, and they are the ones who feel the satisfaction of the ages. Only true gods can be satisfied. You will never have satisfaction for multiple reasons if you do not strangle your God and burn his body to ashes. Morality is selfish. In order to rule the masses, one must give information that seems useful that will mislead the masses and only lead them to turmoil and powerlessness. Religion, especially Christianity, severely pushes the idea of selflessness, which from a practical standpoint makes absolutely no sense. If you have a world full of selfless individuals who never focus on self, they can only give to others less than perfection, less than mediocre, less than okay. When you have nothing for yourself and you've taken no time to develop yourself, when you have not fattened your belly, you can only give to others what you have, which is not much. When you are not much, what you give is inadequate and creates a society of inadequate people. This is the reason nobody has any answers. Everybody's full of shit. The idea of being selfless has been drilled into the masses so strongly that those who think they're being selfish are actually just being stupid. And they still, in many ways, are acting in the way in which the programmers of society want them to act. The result is the same. The idea of selfishness has been something that individuals look at as being wrong. The reason the word crucified has been used in this program is because these ideas will get you crucified. Being this way will get you crucified. At least that is what individuals would think would happen to you socially for being so verbal about these ideas. Things are changing, and these ideas would be more accepted these days, but not for the reasons you're thinking. Individuals don't know how to use this information practically. They think they're being evil or bad. But individuals who are labeled as evil in this world are really just individuals who want to live. And I'm not talking about individuals who are being stupid and committing senseless crimes. I'm talking about individuals who are really living and being selfish and prospering and doing well and enjoying their life. There is a sense among many in the masses that individuals who are happy all the time are evil. People who are up and jumping and smiling are evil. People who get what they want in life and are not suffering are evil. And there are many who consider individuals this way. Suffering is seen as a badge of honor. This is not by accident. Suffering is seen as being purified. An individual who suffers is seen as a person who sins less. The complexity of the games played on the masses is ridiculous, but I am simplifying it. Anything that gives you power has been made to look evil. Anything that takes away your power has been made to look righteous. I'm here to tell you, if you want to increase your confidence, increase your life force, increase your level of happiness, understand that morality is selfishness. Be selfish. Worship the one true God. There is only one God you should truly worship. The one true God. The God who has been with you since your birth and will be with you when you die. This God is you. You are the only one true God in your life. If you have any other God over yourself, you are a fool. You are a moron, and you have been misled. You must worship yourself. Those who worship themselves are the best people to be around. Those who worship themselves and adorn themselves are the most attractive. Be to yourself all, and all shall be for you. Deny yourself of nothing. Feed yourself. Develop yourself. Pleasure yourself, because everything that is through you. And that is the truest statement. You are your own universe, and you can experience nothing but only through yourself. Everything is through your filters and your interpretation, and that is the natural way of things. You are the one true God, and no other should be before you. The idea of externalizing that power is ridiculous, and not in the positive sense of the word. You are the one true God, and that is magnificent. It is also scientific. It should also be common sense. But common sense has been stomped out of the masses, which is why it's called common sense, because the world is backwards. Which is why evil is live backwards. The world is backwards, and they told you that Lucifer was left-handed. But you didn't see that he was tricking everyone, and they never see the right fist of righteousness coming to knock them in the fucking face. Remember, this is a mere world. It is a backwards world. It is a world teaching you how to kill yourself instead of how to heal yourself. All of the good information is seen as evil information, is seen as bad for you. Worship the one true God, they say. They didn't mean you. They meant your death. Because worshiping any other God other than yourself means death for you. Certain death, an immediate death. You may live 70 or 80 years, but the minute you start worshiping a God outside of yourself as the one true God, you have already killed yourself and denied yourself and put your godhood in the shadows. Worship the one true God. That would be you. Kill everything and everybody. Your one true goal is immortality. Immortality of yourself. In your time. Immortality. What this means is, as long as you are alive, you are in a circle of immortality. The ring revolves around you. Infinity, forever. Your time, your moment is forever. Even though time goes and your life is finite, you must live like an immortal. Everyone else is mortal. Kill everything and everybody. They do not matter. Ultimately, they are not you. Ultimately, they are not the true God. They are not the immortal. but you are. See yourself from this perspective. Move in the world through this way, and you shall gain power unlimited and untold. Your experience is what matters. Your experience is the only experience. Kill everything and everybody. Their experience does not matter. Worrying what other people think, tapping into their emotion, tapping into their way, will only disrupt your way. Understanding people to a certain degree is important, but after a while it is redundant and useless. Ultimately, it is your way that you are worried about, that you are focused on, that matters. It is your will that you push. It is not others. When you understand that, everything gets better. Your interactions in life, business, particularly for many men, women, and for women, men, you will become very powerful and persuasive when you legitimately see your will as the best one. Yours is the only will. Kill everything and everybody. When you can do that, you will find yourself persuading many individuals to do your bidding. More money, more sex, more power for you, because you feel no guilt for others' will. You understand that someone will impose their will. It is inevitable. It might as well be you. Kill everything and everybody. Confrontation is king. Why has confrontation been seen as something that should be avoided? A lot of supposed negative emotions are actually positive. But your sense of these emotions has not been developed because that would be bad for individuals who are trying to rule many people. Adversity builds character. If you have a problem in the physical world, the way that you move it is through confrontation. You must confront your problems. Going away, avoiding them, does not make them dissipate. If someone is going to attack you and bully you and hurt you, if they know that you will fight to the last breath, they will think twice. If someone knows that you will kill them if they mess with you, unless they're suicidal, they will not mess with you. If you want to succeed in this world, you will have to go and create. Inevitably, when you create, there will be obstacles. There will be people who get in your way on purpose. You can either confront these individuals and make them move, or you can stop what you're doing and fail. The idea that confrontation is not valuable is ridiculous. Anytime you do not do what the state or government wants, they confront you. But they do not want you to confront them back. They want you powerless, submissive, and stupid. Obviously, anything that the powers that be want you not to be, you should be. You should be very confrontational. People should know that dealing with you in an unfavorable way will lead to confrontation. People should know that you have a strong backbone. Being confrontational helps you with power, money, and women.
Women will always test to see if you have the power within you, whether you have a backbone, whether you can deal with confrontation. So many individuals within society have been taught not to deal with confrontation, and so they are less respected. Be not afraid of confrontation, but be afraid of doing nothing. Be afraid of shrinking back and being weak, being spineless. Confrontation is king. And if you use this frequently enough, you just perhaps may become a king yourself. This program has been augmented from being a mini audio program to a program fused with satanic secrets revealed and power. So the format is different. We have gone through some of the laws in brief detail, and now we are going to move on to the power section and then finish up with the rest of the satanic laws. Power. Most people do not really understand power. When you really have power and understand its essence, you can be stripped of all external things and still possess it. You learn, observe, and your very being shifts to be power and wield it efficiently. You can gauge it, you can feel it, you can move it, you can use it. Power, it seems elusive because it is simple. Simple, however, does not mean easy. It just means simple. Do you want power? If so, are you willing to sacrifice? Before we go any further, I want to warn you. If you are here looking for extremely complicated and complex information, you're stupid. You're ignorant. And you do not understand power. If you look at men and women, it is easy to assume that men are dull or dumb because they are simple. Women are more complex. However, men are the dominant of the sexes. They are the ones made for power. They are mentally, emotionally, and physically superior to the more complex sex. The information within this program, this hybrid, is simple and straightforward. I warn you, do not take it for granted. Do not overlook it. Do not skim this information. It is simple, yet not so easily applied. Take the information and appreciate it. Then apply it, and you shall attain the heights of power. Ignore this information, seeing it as straightforward, too simplistic. You do this at your own peril, and one day you will realize the genius of simplicity. Power. Most people do not really understand power. When you really have power and understand its essence, you can be stripped of all external things and still possess it. You learn, observe, and your very being shifts to be power. and wield it efficiently. You can gauge it. You can feel it. You can move it. You can use it. Power, it seems elusive because it is simple. Simple, however, does not mean easy. It just means simple. Do you want power? If so, are you willing to sacrifice? Your mind creates complexity where there is none. It can't be that simple, but it is, and that's the secret. Power 1. You must contain yourself and build from the inside out. You may want to hurry, but you should focus on authentic growth and go within yourself. Cutting corners is for the weak. Go through the process. You will find that at a certain point, you will begin to progress exponentially. You must say, "This will be so," then go into making it so. No excuses. Life does not have to be fair. No feeling sorry for yourself, not one bit. Just do it. If you are willing to decide and move, you can and will become powerful. Now, you must contain yourself and build from the inside out. A simple example. If you are to become a doctor, you must first learn the skills. After you have the skills and have built from the inside out, you can make money being a doctor. You can make hundreds of thousands of dollars being a surgeon. But you had to develop those skills first. You had to go within and train yourself. Now you reap external benefits. If you are to be a king, if you are to run an empire, you must develop certain habits and have certain knowledge. Then you can go and enjoy your power externally. But you must have it first. You must contain yourself. You must discipline yourself. Hold yourself in a spot until you have developed yourself. Contrary to your emotions is how you succeed in many cases. When you have to do work, when you have to focus, you want to go outside. You want to have sex. You want to go and free yourself from the confines of your study. If you do free yourself, you have doomed yourself. You must contain yourself. You must contain yourself and build from the inside out. The powerful do this. The weak do not. You may want to hurry, but you should focus on authentic growth and go within yourself. Do not rush the process. Cutting corners is for the weak. They're not the best. Going through the process is what changes you. It thoroughly changes you into what you need to be. So go through the process. You will find that after a certain point, even though it feels like drudgery, you will begin to progress exponentially. Once you have acquired certain skills at a certain level, things will start to move faster for you. You must say, "This will be so." Then go into making it so. This is a man's word. This is a man's power. Making what one wants into reality. Saying, "This is so." and going about the business of making it so. No excuses. What are you excusing for? What is an excuse? Either you want this thing or you do not. Either you shall have power or you shall not. What is easy? You have to do whatever it is that you must do. Your circumstance is different from another person's circumstance. It's irrelevant. No excuses. Either you want this thing or you don't. Either you get it or you don't. Life does not have to be fair. Life doesn't have to be fair, and if you follow power and cultivate power, then you will be glad it is not fair, because it will eventually be one-sided. Your favor. Life does not have to be fair. No feeling sorry for yourself, not one bit. It is a fallacy to feel sorry for oneself. It is a waste of time. It is a trick. It's not that I'm being cold. The truth is, those emotions you feel, that time you've wasted, it does nothing. Feeling sorry for yourself does not change anything. Circumstance, situation stays the same. What does change is power. What changes things is your actions. So, that's what you should focus on. It's hard to do. It's simple, but it is not easy. This is what separates the weak from the powerful. Mental skill, emotional mastery. That's the line between the powerful and the weak. Either master it or don't. It's up to you. Do you want power? Become unnatural. No feeling sorry for yourself, not one bit. Just do it. If you are willing to decide and move, take action, you can and ultimately will become powerful. That's the consequence of cultivating power and following through. You become powerful. Now let's go into the program. Power 2. Power is not for the weak, the lazy, or the faint of heart. Getting power is one thing. Keeping it and wielding it is another. A completely different animal indeed. Power struggles are real. Once you start gaining power, you will find out quickly there are those around you who you never even cared to notice, who think they run things, and they will try to quickly destroy you. People you never knew existed are watching you, very closely and intensely. It's creepy, but very true. Do not take power for granted when you have it. You have it. If you for some reason lose it, temporarily, then you realize what you had. Power is not for the weak. Power, by its very being and definition, is something of strength. The ability to do. The weak can't. So as you grow in strength and discipline and focus, your power grows. Being lazy does not allow you to attain power, and if you have power, it ensures that you lose it. You cannot be faint of heart. Success, power, has no room or time for you. Getting power is one thing, and it takes might to get it. However, keeping it and wielding it is another thing, and it takes a different set of skills. You need to do what you did to gain the power, but there are other things you need to do as well. You will have to become a different person. The person you were to gain the power is a better person than the person who didn't have the power. But the person who keeps the power is a better person than the person who got the power. Remember that. Remember, you're either growing or you're dying. And if you're dying, you will soon be dead. Power 3. Power is worth seeking. Power by its very nature requires sacrifice. Power works a certain way. Power is useful. Powerful people tend to say good luck to the weak, but are offended at hearing that phrase said to them, because it is a disempowering statement. Few will attain and maintain significant power. Few are willing to sacrifice much. Few understand the secrets of secrets. The secrets of secrets are the why, the hidden why of power. Under the hidden tree lies the hidden why, the secrets of secrets, the shadowy force of an unextinguishable care. The power of care is so unbelievably great, few can fathom. The care I speak of is neither dark care or light care, but selfish care. Without care, obtaining great power is nearly impossible. The masses are conditioned to not even know the power of care or its existence. They must stay docile, proud, and stupid. They can't be given the knowledge that will set them ablaze and cause them to burn with desire for freedom. Once more. Under the hidden tree lies the hidden why, the secrets of secrets, the shadowy force of an unextinguishable care. The power of care is so unbelievably great, few can fathom. The care I speak of is neither dark care or light care, but selfish care. Without care, obtaining great power is nearly impossible. The masses are conditioned to not even know the power of care or its existence. They must stay docile, proud, and stupid. They can't be given the knowledge that will set them ablaze and cause them to burn with desire for freedom. In this world, the individuals who have others' interests at peril are the individuals who have the most care, because their care has not been stomped out of them. The motivation, the care, the wanting, the yearning, the desire is, for the most part, not in anyone worth anything. Those who want to do you harm care the most. Those that want to do good have little care left. The world is backwards that way. The good are evil, the evil are good. If you want to succeed and gain power and maintain it, you must discover the power of care. Care will move you and allow you to move mountains. Without it, you shall only be so successful, if at all. Power 5. Moving through your very being is great energy. Where it is directed is everything. Ignore illusions, reject delusion, and embrace your vision only. Impose your very will on your deep conscious and allow no other force or intelligence access. They seek your attention to grasp your energy, to direct its very flow. Remember, your great energy is used by your selfish care to create what you shall have. The illusions of another are seen as delusions by you, and you reject delusion. Your enemies can barely touch you because your energy is directed at building your power. And the more power you have, the more ability you have to overtake your enemies. Master yourself. Master your energy. And only acknowledge your enemy when you are prepared to serve the death blow. Once more. Moving through your very being is great energy. Where it is directed is everything. Ignore illusions. Reject delusion and embrace your vision only. Impose your very will on your deep conscience and allow no other force or intelligence access. They seek your attention to grasp your energy, to direct its very flow. Remember, your great energy is used by your selfish care to create what you shall have. The illusions of another are seen as delusions by you, and you reject delusion. Your enemies can barely touch you because your energy is directed at building your power, and the more power you have, the more ability you have to overtake your enemies. Master yourself, master your energy, and only acknowledge your enemy when you are prepared to serve the death blow. Power 6. When possessing great power, before realizing it can be dangerous. When one has great power naturally, other opportunists may seek to exploit one's power before they are aware of them. This can be quite frustrating to the possessor of great power. However, calmness and strategic action are in order. Being frustrated is a waste of time. Go do what you must do. Feeling sorry for yourself is pointless and fruitless. Be calm and produce movement. Think clearly. Be intelligent. Power 7. Movement is just as important as stillness, if not more so, after stillness. From stillness comes meaningful movement. The rat race most compete in is full of fruitless movement birthed from agitated rest, more fruitless movement. The masters move less, waste less energy when they do move, and their results are devastatingly effective. No room for sorrow or what-ifs. Do your duty. Your duty is appropriate, meaningful movement. These movements will give you great power. From great stillness come meaningful movement. From stillness comes meaningful movement. The rat race most compete in is full of fruitless movement birthed from agitated rest, more fruitless movement. The masters move less, waste less time, energy when they do move, and their results are devastatingly effective. Think of that. No room for sorrow, no excuses, or what-ifs. Do your duty. Your duty is appropriate, meaningful movement. These movements will give you great power. From great stillness comes meaningful movement. Power 8. The enemy will try to distract you. Do not even waste energy laughing. Just kick his or her ass. Be methodical. Remember, all warfare is based in deception. If your enemy wants to distract you, there is a reason, and within that reason lies the seeds of your enemy's defeat. So focus. Focus and do what your enemy wishes you did not do. Embrace your power and your destiny, the very power your enemy does not want you to know you possess. This embrace will give you and make you unbeatable and will give you the very keys of freedom and victory. The enemy will try to distract you. Do not even waste energy laughing. Just kick his or her ass. Be methodical. Remember, all warfare is based in deception. If your enemy wants to distract you, there is a reason, and within that reason lies the seeds of your enemy's defeat. So focus. Focus and do what your enemy wishes you did not do. Embrace your power and your destiny, the very power your enemy does not want you to know you possess. This embrace will make you unbeatable and will give you the very keys of freedom and victory. Power 9. Intuition is something wonderful. Powerful people listen to theirs. There is something to be said for the gut feeling. Power is something you feel in a lot of ways. Be powerful before you become powerful. As within, so without. Understand the ancient wisdom hidden from the masses. Understand the true ways of power, my sons. They cannot defeat you. Only you can accept defeat and allow it into your energy field. A true God imposes his will onto himself. The will of others is of no consequence at all. The very ruling powers of any time will respect a God's wishes and will not block his path. Power recognizes power, and so this is how it shall be. Power 11. Imagination can change your DNA. The masses are taught how it is and who they are. They learn in school how to be stupid, anal, and virtually powerless. They are the slave class. They only imagine fear and survival. Their energy, their very essence, has been captured for sacrifice. They keep the system going. Those powerless bastards, those helpless, tasty sheep. Do not feel sorry for those miserable fools. As bad off as they are, they chose slavery. They are spineless, arrogant cowards who run from useful hardship and embrace predictable servitude. Do not be like them. Do it backwards like Lucifer told you, and you shall succeed as a god. Do you consider the difference in those you don't know? Those you don't see? Those who do not openly teach or protest? Why are they so quiet? Why are they so hidden? True power is better left concealed. Ponder that statement every day for the rest of your life. I will say no more of power. Only the wise will realize I have said too much already. The fools will think little of my words. The powerful will want me to shut up and secretly counsel them on how to obtain more power. My lips are now sealed. The bulk of my wisdom stays within my lips. No more sound on this matter. The end.